Okay, guys, so we're going to talk about the Russian Revolution today. I'm trying a different way to record these videos. So I'm going actually through Zoom. And I'm trying to split the screen. There we go. Okay, see if I can get a full screen. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to start to another topic, the Russian Revolution, one of my favorite topics in history. And, we're going to have a quiz at the end of the week about World War I. So now we're ready to talk about the Russian Revolution, which is a product of World War I. But the problems in Russia go much further back than just World War I. There are 5 long-term causes of the Russian Revolution, which is one of the major events in history. Long-term causes, number one, this bad leadership. Tsar Nicholas II was a pretty awful king. Nice uniform, good-looking guy, beautiful family, but a pretty lousy leader. By 1900s, people expected to have some say in their government, and to rule like a medieval emperor was just not acceptable. That's the first cause is bad leadership, and the second is just the system itself. And people in Russia at this time, by 1905, expected to have some form of democracy or some say in the government. Third problem is poor country. Millions suffered while a handful of elites controlled everything, and that became unacceptable to a lot of people. 1905 is a key event, a key year in Russian history. Russia suffered a humiliating defeat to the Japanese, and that itself was bad. But the people of Russia realized that the country was poorly run, and protests broke out. It's called the 1905 Revolution, which wasn't really a revolution. It was more of a protest, and highlighted by a Bloody Sunday, where protesters outside the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg were shot to death by the Tsar soldiers. Nicholas II realized at that point that he was in trouble, and so he agreed to allow for a Duma. Now, the Duma is like a parliament, but it's not like when you think in our country you have elected officials. These are basically just allowed for rich people. So the Duma allowed the very wealthy to have some say in the government. The idea was that the Duma would advise the Tsar, allowing the wealthy landowners some say in the government. This wasn't a great idea because it's still not really true democracy for 95% of people. Much like before the French Revolution, had no real say. Nicholas II got the unfortunate nickname of Bloody Nicholas because he really had a heavy hand when it came to protesters and anybody that stood against him. He refused to work with Duma. We'll talk about that later. But he created what called the Black Hundreds. They did pogroms. They basically went around and they eliminated any opponents without trial. They just would go into villages and execute people and terrorize people so that it would oppose his leadership. We're going to go through the 2 revolutions, but just a little preview. The February Revolution was the first step in creating the Soviet Union, and the first step was to get rid of the Tsar. I'm going to go through all this in the next page. A man by the name of Kerensky became the leader for a while before Lenin took over in the Soviet Union. So Kerensky was the leader of the provincial government. So it's in between the Tsar and the Soviet Union led by Lenin. And we're going to go over this more in the next video. Okay, that's it for this one. Be talking to you soon.